Crime Detection and Investigation 100 Board Questions, Part 2.
The prevention of drug addiction is primarily a responsibility of what institution so as to prevent its members from being hooked to addiction? A. Barangay. B. School. C. Family. D. Church. C. Family.
2.
Which of the following telltale signs of a driving under the influence DUI? A. Overspeeding, weaving, and lane straddling. B. Sudden stops, swerving, and poor coordination. C. Evident smell of alcohol in a person's breath or signs of use of dangerous drugs and other similar substances. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
3.
The policy-making and strategy-formulating body in the planning and formulation of policies and programs on drug prevention and control. It shall develop and adopt a comprehensive, integrated, unified and balanced national drug abuse prevention and control strategy. It shall be under the office of the President. A. PDEA. BDDBC, PPA, D. Napolcom. B. DDB, Dangerous Drugs Board.
4.
It deals with the identity, location, and arrest of a person who commits a crime and simultaneously identify, collect, preserve, and evaluate evidence for the purpose of bringing criminal offender to justice. A. Investigation. C. Investigative process. B. Criminal investigation. D. Criminal inquest. Criminal investigation.
5.
Which of the factors below is perceived to be the major cause of initial drug abuse? Experimental thrill. B. Peer pressure. C. Poor environment. D. Domestic violence. A. Experimental thrill.
6.
If cocaine is a stimulant, what is LSD? A narcotic. B. Hallucinogen. C. Depressant. D. Solvent. B. Hallucinogen.
7.
Marijuana plant can easily be identified by A. Its stalk that grows up to 12 feet. B. Its pungent scent when matured or fully grown. C. Its branches which occur at opposite points on the stalk. D. Its finger-like leaves broken into leaflets whose edges are serrated in shape. The correct answer is D.
8.
Which of the following is the commonly known as the poor man's cocaine? Amphetamine. B. Ecstasy. C. Methamphetamine. D. Shabu. D. Shabu.
9.
D. Immediately.
10.
The drug taken from the coca bush plant Urtiroxylon coca. It is stimulant drugs. A. Marijuana. B. Cocaine. C. Alcohol. D. Stimulant. B. Cocaine.
11.
The following shall undergo mandatory drug testing according to RA 9165, except A. Applicants for driver's license. B. Applicant for firearms license and for permit to carry firearms outside residence. C. Officers and members of the military, police, and other law enforcement agencies. D. All persons charged before the prosecutor's office with a criminal offence having an imposable penalty of less than 6 years and 1 days. The correct answer is D. It should be not less than 6 years and 1 day.
12.
Also known as papaver somniferum and considered as the mother drugs of other narcotic substance. A. Codeine. B. Heroin. C. Morphine. D. Opium poppy. D. Opium poppy.
13.
A dangerous drug which predominant legitimate use as a veterinary anesthetic. A. Ketamine. B. Codeine. C. Anesthesia. D. Sleeping pills. Ketamine.
14.
Removal of toxic substances from the body as a result of abusing drugs. A. Cleansing process. B. Aversion treatment. C. Abstinence. D. Detoxification. D. Detoxification.
15.
A form of physical dependence, severe craving for the drug, even to the point of interfering with the person's ability to function normally. A. Tolerance. B. Addiction. C. Habituation. D. Psychological dependence. B. Addiction.
16.
They serve as permanent consultant of the Dangerous Drug Board. A. Secretary of DILG and Secretary of Justice. B. MBI Director and PMP Director General. C. PDEA Director General and PMP Chief. D. PMP Director and PDA Director. B. MBI Director and PMP Director General.
17.
Drugs that is commonly used by athletes having the properties of increasing stamina and or energy. A. Ecstasy. B. MDM. C. Shabu. D. Anabolic steroid. D. Anabolic steroid.
18.
Drugs that affect sensation, thinking, and self-awareness and emotion. Hallucinogens. B. Stimulants. C. Sedatives. Depressant. D. Narcotics. Hallucinogens.
19.
Marijuana has been one of the most abused hallucinogens in the Philippines, and its control becomes difficult according to some authorities due to the fact that A. It is easy to smoke it secretly. B. It is easy to cultivate. C. It is sellable in the market. D. It is in demand. B. It is easy to cultivate.
20.
One of the most abused hallucinogenic drugs in the Philippines that contain active components known as tetrahydrocannabinol. A. Shabu. B. Marijuana. C. LSD. D. Ecstasy.
B. Marijuana.
21.
Considered to be one of the prime suppliers of heroin in Asia is the so-called Golden Triangle, where 80% of illicit drugs of the world originate. This lies on the borders of A. Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. B. Philippines, India, Laos. C. Myanmar, Laos, Thailand. D. Peru, Colombia.
C. Myanmar, Laos, Thailand.
22.
Operation of drug syndicates are usually made secretly that makes its detection quite difficult. Various techniques were made by its operator in concealing their activities. A. Hideout operation. B. Clandestine operation. C. Disguised operation. D. Confidential. B. Clandestine operation.
23.
What drug classification are solvents, paints, and gasoline, which are examples of substances that are sniffed to obtain intoxication fall? Depressants. B. Energizers. C. Tranquilizers. D. Inhalants. D. Inhalants.
24.
A minor who is convicted for the possession of illegal drugs is entitled to A. Suspension of enforcement. B. Suspension of judgment. C. Custody by the DSWD. D. Suspended sentence.
Twenty-five.
A person found guilty of use of dangerous drugs for the first time shall be punished with A. Imprisonment of 6 years and 1 day to 12 years. B. Rehabilitation of a minimum period of 6 months. C. Rehabilitation for 6 months to 18 months. D. Imprisonment of at least 6 months. The rehabilitation of a minimum period of 6 months.
26.
Criminality of an organized crime group is directed by A. The pursuit of profit along well-defined lines. B. Violence when the interests of the organization are threatened. C. The boss. D. The pursuit of eliminating competitors. A. The pursuit of profit along well-defined lines.
27.
Membership in organized crime group requires A. Loyalty. B. Lifetime commitment. C. Obedience to the boss. D. Specialized criminal skills. B. Lifetime commitment.
28.
Which of the following is not one of the categories of organized crime behavior? A. Violence and strong commitment and determination to get what they want. B. Provision of illicit goods and services. C. Conspiracy and penetration of legitimate business. D. Extortion and corruption. A. Violence and strong commitment and determination to get what they want.
29.
The mafioso connotes A. Pride, self-confidence, and vainglorious behavior. B. Brave and self-reliant, a man of action and one not to be taken lightly. C. Man of honor or man of respect. D. Both A and B. D. Both A and B.
30.
The Mafia is believed to be originated from A. Morte alla Francia, Italia Anella. B. The practice of the criminals to seal a black handprint at the scene of the crime. C. Italians' beauty, perfection, grace, and excellence. D. The Sicilian struggle in the 13th century against French rule. D. The Sicilian struggle in the 13th century against French rule.
31.
Tetrahydrocannabinol is metabolite in drugs of what? A. Alcohol. B. Cocaine. C. Marijuana. D. Shabu. C. Marijuana.
32.
Commission of transnational crimes are motivated by the following, except one. A. Political influence. C. Hate and revenge. B. Economic gain. D. Social control in a global scope. C. Hate and revenge.
33.
Member of the organized criminal group. Difficult assignments involving the use of violence in a rational manner. A. Money mover. B. Enforcer. C. Fixer. D. Intelligence analyst. B is enforcer.
34.
Which of the following is not one of the attributes of organized criminal group? A. Non-ideological, hierarchical, and exclusive membership. B. Dominating, witty, influential, and generous contributor to the church, politicians, etc. C. Self-perpetuating, violent involvement in bribery and constitutes a unique subculture. D. Monopolistic, governed by rules and regulations and has specialization, division of labor. The correct answer is B. Structural
35.
group of 3 or more persons existing for the period of time and acting in concert with the aim of committing one or more serious crimes or offenses established in accordance with this conviction in order to obtain, directly or indirectly, a financial or other material benefit. A. Crime syndicate. B. Criminal gang. C. Organized criminal group. D. Syndicated crime group. C. Organized criminal group.
36.
It is the illegal cultivation, culture, delivery, administration, dispensation, manufacture, sale, trading, transportation, distribution, importation, exportation, and possession of any dangerous drug and/or controlled precursor and essential chemical. A. Sell. B. Trafficking. C. Dispense. D. Deliver. B. Trafficking. It refers to the
37.
willful act of any person of maliciously and secretly inserting, placing, attaching, or adding directly or indirectly through any overt or covert acts. A. Entrapment. B. Instigation. C. Planting of evidence. D. All of the above. Organized
38.
crime is an enterprise of group of persons engaged in a continuing illegal activity which has as its primary purpose is A. The generation of profits irrespective of national boundaries. B. The control of certain illegal activities in a specific territory. C. The creation of fear among its enemies. D. The domination of a certain community. A. The generation of profits irrespective of national boundaries.
39.
Unlawful activities of the members of a highly organized, disciplined association engaged in supplying illegal goods and services. Enterprise crime. B. White-collar crime. C. Organized crime. D. Economic crime. C. Organized crime.
40.
An offense whose inception, prevention, and/or direct or indirect effects involved more than one country. Drug trafficking and human smuggling. B. Transnational crimes. C. Terrorism, piracy, and cybercrimes. D. Global crimes. B. Transnational crimes.
41.
These are the conditions exist which lend cohesiveness to modern-day drug trafficking organizations, except A. Vertical integration and alternative sources of supply. B. Exploiting social and political conditions. C. Insulation of leaders. D. Corrupt government official and society indifference. The correct answer is D.
42.
It refers to a modern urban system of roadway above street level for free-flow traffic. A. Expressway. B. Skyway. C. Subway. D. Tunnel road. B. Skyway.
43.
Considered as emergency vehicle except A. Police car on call. C. Ambulance on call. B. Fire truck on call. D. Physician's car. D. Physician's car.
44.
Used when traffic enforcer observed a minor violation but preoccupied at a moment. Visual warning. B. Verbal warning. C. Written warning. D. Oral warning. A. Visual warning.
45.
Marks left on the roadway by tires when the brakes were applied strongly, hence the wheels locked and not free to rotate. A. Skid marks. C. Scuff marks. B. Key event. D. Debris. A. Skid marks.
46.
An enforcement action which the violator is commanded to appear in court without detaining him. A. Traffic arrest. B. Traffic citation. C. Traffic warning. D. Traffic congestion. B. Traffic citation.
47.
Seeing, feeling, or hearing and understanding of an unusual or unexpected condition indicative of a sign that the accident might take place. Perception of hazards. B. Starts of evasive action. C. Initial contact. D. Maximum engagement. A. Perception of hazards.
48.
Separation of traffic units in a vehicular accident is referred to ASA final position. B. Hazards. C. Disengagement. D. Stopping. C. Disengagement.
49.
An accident which is accompanied by an unidentified road user who flees immediately thereafter. Hit and run cases. B. Motor vehicle non-traffic accident. C. Motor vehicle traffic accident. D. Non-motor vehicle non-traffic accident. A. Hit and run cases.
50.
When a driver unloads passengers on the middle of the road, he committed illegal unloading. B. Illegal loading. C. Traffic obstruction. D. Traffic stopping. C. Traffic obstruction.
51.
Traffic safety education for children needs to be systematic to instill safety consciousness among the children. B. Cope up with the demands of time. C. Lessen the fatalities among children while they are young. D. Learn easier than adults. C. Lessen the fatalities among children while they are young.
52.
What is the primary aim of driver instruction programs? A. To teach the rudiments of driving. B. To instill awareness of one's legal and moral responsibilities in traffic. C. To teach the abilities required for one to be eligible for a driving license. D. To help the learners know the basic of traffic rules and regulations. A. To teach the rudiments of driving.
53.
Safety campaign is an important aspect of traffic safety education because A. It is designed to make road users behave more safely. B. It informs the public of any updates in traffic. C. It focuses on the strict compliance to traffic signs. D. It can prevent accident. A. It is designed to make road users behave more safely.
54.
The study of biorhythm is an important aspect of traffic safety because a person can avoid accident. A. By hinting on how he will tend to feel in a certain day. B. By knowing his intellectual capacity on certain day. C. By knowing his physical capacity on certain day. D. By ascertaining his physical, emotional, and intellectual condition in a certain day. A. By hinting on how he will tend to feel in a certain day.
55.
The Land Transportation Office, LTO, is under the underscore and part of traffic underscore. DILG Engineering. B. DP Engineering. C. DOT Enforcement. D. Daughter Enforcement. DDO Enforcement.
56.
Physical evidence are contaminated, altered of shape, damaged, or lost because of improper packaging. B. Corruption of investigator. C. Non-maintenance of chain of custody. D. Both A and C. D. Both A and C.
57.
Application of all procedures for the search of missing persons. Rogues gallery. C. Manhunt. B. Tracing. D. Order of battle. B. Tracing.
58.
Which one is not a means of recording crime scene? A. By photographs. C. By sketches. B. By notes. D. By surveying. D. By surveying.
59.
The interview of a witness can be described by the acronym IRONIC, which stands for D. Identity, rapport, opening statement, narration, inquiry, conclusion.
60.
What are the golden rules in homicide investigation? A. Never touch, alter, and change the position of anything until identified, measured, and photographed. B. If article has been moved, it can never be restored again to its original position. C. Either A or B. D. Neither A nor B. C. Either A or B.
61.
Republic Act No. 7438 defines immediate members of the family are as follows, except A. Spouse, fiancé, parents, child, brother or sister. B. Grandparents, grandson, daughter, great-granddaughter, grandson. C. Uncle, aunt, guardian, ward. D. Relatives, intimate friends, and best friends. D. Relatives, intimate friends, and best friends.
62.
Pepe was invited by the NBI operatives to answer questions pertinent to the murder case investigated. After the questioning at the NBI headquarters, however, he was held for further questioning and considered him a suspect already. Persons who can visit him are as follows, except personnel of the CHR. B. Immediate member of his family. C. Any medical doctor, priest, or religious minister. D. Lovers, friends, and countrymen. D. Lovers, friends, and countrymen.
63.
In questioning a witness, an ideal type of written statement is narrative type because it is easier and will be short. B. Your convenient type. C. Combination of the two. D. Question and answer because it provides details of acts. D. Question and answer because it provides details of acts.
64.
Which of the following is not one of the questioning techniques that should be utilized in interrogation? Chronological. B. Going backward. C. General to specific. D. Going upward. D. Going upward.
65.
To prove the chain of custody of evidence, the following must be demonstrated except A. The evidence must be free for alteration, contamination, and switching. B. The evidence offered is the same evidence found at the scene. C. There is no opportunity to replace or improperly alter the evidence. D. Any change in the condition of the evidence can be explained. A. The evidence must be free for alteration, contamination, and switching.
66.
The methodology involving the systematic searching, handling, distribution, and accountability of all evidence found at the crime scene, including the documentation of every article of evidence from the point of initial discovery at the scene to its collection and transport to the point of examination, its temporary storage, and its final disposal is referred to us. Corpus delicti. B. Blotter. C. Necropsy report. D. Chain of custody. D. Chain of custody.
67.
Which of the following must be done to maintain the legal integrity of evidence? Evidence must be properly documented. B. Maintain its chain of custody. C. Identify, tag, and seal the evidence. D. Photograph and package the evidence. B. Maintain its chain of custody.
68.
Which of the following must be done to maintain the physical integrity of evidence? Evidence must be photographed and packaged. B. Evidence must be properly documented. C. Maintain its chain of custody. D. Identify, tag, and seal the evidence. B. Evidence must be properly documented.
69.
In searching for physical evidence at the crime scene, the following types of search could be used depending upon locale: number of personnel available, type of object sought and speed desired, except strip and double strip or grid search. B. Zone search. C. Rectangular and circular search. D. Spiral and wheel search. C. Rectangular and circular search.
70.
It supplements photographs of the crime scene and considered to be the simplest and the most effective way of showing actual measurements and of identifying significant items of evidence in their location at the scene. Crime scene sketch. The finished sketch. C. Rough sketch. D. Direction sketch. A. Crime scene sketch.
71.
Photographs to be taken at the scene of the crime except what? A. Overall and environments photograph. B. Photographs of articles of evidence and photographs of the deceased. C. Photographs of the scene of the crime operatives showing their identity. D. Special techniques photograph of the body after removal. C. Photographs of the scene of the crime operatives showing their identity.
72.
Why does the dead body of the victim of violence needs to be photographed after its removal from the crime scene? A. To have a set of view showing the relationship of the body with the surrounding. B. To identify the victim and have close-up picture of the wounds. C. To provide reserve picture in case of loss or damage. D. All of the above. A. To have a set of view showing the relationship of the body with the surrounding.
73.
After reconstructing the crime scene, the following are the minimal requirements to be observed by the investigator to ensure admissibility of photographs in court. A. The object which is represented should not be immaterial or irrelevant. B. The photograph should not unduly incite prejudice and sympathy. C. The photograph should be free from distortion. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
74.
Statement no. 1. In physical of reconstruction, the physical appearance of the crime scene is reconstructed from the description of the witnesses and the indication of the physical evidence. Statement no. 2. In mental reconstruction after physical reconstruction, conclusions are made about the consistency of the accounts of the various witnesses. No assumption is made without supporting evidence. C. Statements number 1 and 2 are both correct.
75.
Statement no. 1. In the reconstruction of a crime, the investigator rational theory of the crime begins with deductive logic and later on inductive logic. Statement no. 2. A rational theory of crime is more than a learned guess, but less than a certainty, but have very high order of probability. C. Statements number 1 and 2 are both correct.
76.
What is the type of reasoning whereby the collected information is analyzed carefully to develop a theory of the crime? A. Inductive. B. Systematic. C. Deductive. D. Logical. Inductive.
77.
You are an investigator who tries to reconstruct the crime scene. What are the components of the crime scene situation which you would analyze? A. Suspect arrival at the scene and place of entry. The movement of suspect from point of entry and his contact with the victim. C. Place of exit. D. All of the above. B. All of the above.
78.
Among the cardinal points of investigation, which is referring to modus operandi, what is the crime committed? B. How the crime was committed. C. When it was committed. D. Why it was committed.
$79.
You are an investigator tasked to investigate a suspected murder case which there is no known suspect, no witnesses nor any other circumstantial evidence except physical evidence. Where can you get these pieces of evidence that may lead you to the identity of the suspect? The crime scene. B. The suspect. C. The victim. D. All of the above. B. All of the above.
80.
Sometimes called roping. An investigation technique whereby the operative conceals his true identity and adopts an assumed role to obtain information or accomplish a specific mission. Undercover assignment. C. Work assignment and social assignment. B. Dwelling assignment. D. Personal contact assignment. A. Undercover assignment.
81.
Before the police officer may be allowed to search the person's home, she is required to secure a underscore. A. Warrant of arrest. B. Search warrant. C. Plain view doctrine. D. Fruit of poisonous tree. B. Search warrant.
82.
Covert observation of a person, place, or things by human or technical means to acquire information. Surveillance. B. Mobile. C. Stationary surveillance. D. Technical. Surveillance.
83.
Person who by social or professional position possesses or has access to information of continuing interest, and who willingly provides information to the police either in response to a specific request or his own initiative. A. Incidental informant. B. Automatic informant. C. Casual informant. D. Recruited informant. C. Casual informant.
84.
You are an investigator who investigates an alleged robbery with homicide case perpetrated by an unknown suspect. Since there are no witnesses to the crime, the following may give you a hint to identify the suspect, except one. A. Motive and opportunity. B. Declaration and acts indicative of guilt. Preparation for a commission of crime, and possession of fruits of a crime of the perpetrator. C. Modus operandi, associative evidence, and criminal potentiality. D. Knowledge, skills, tools, or facilities that could easily be adopted to criminal use by the suspect. The correct answer is D.
85.
Circumstantial evidence is an evidence that indirectly proves a fact in issue through an inference which fact finder draws from the evidence presented. It is sufficient to produce the conviction of the accused if A. There are more than one circumstances present. B. The facts from which the inference is derived are proven. C. The combination of all the circumstances is such as to produce a conviction beyond reasonable doubt. D. All of the above. All of the above.
86.
You are an investigator, investigating a suspected rape-slaying case which was allegedly witnessed by a certain person who volunteered to identify and testify against the perpetrator. What are the factors that you should not consider to determine the accuracy of his identification of the suspect? A. His ability to observe and remember the distinct appearance of the suspect. B. The prevailing conditions of visibility and observation when the crime was committed. C. His state of mind when he witnessed the commission of the crime. D. The lapse of time between the criminal event and when identification was made. C. His state of mind when he witnessed the commission of the crime.
87.
Assume that you are an investigator who investigates a murder case perpetrated by an unknown suspect. A person in the name of Rule, a call center agent, saw the crime and he is willing to identify the suspect. Which of the following methods will you not utilize to establish the identity of the suspect? A. Verbal description and rogues gallery. B. General photographs and cartographic sketch. C. Police lineup. D. Systematic interview that may lead to the identity of unknown criminals. D. Systematic interview that may lead to the identity of unknown criminals.
88.
Which of the following need not be present in order to prove the guilt of the accused by means of confession or admission? A confession must be supported by corroborative evidence. The corpus delicti must be established separately. C. Confession must be voluntarily and freely given. D. Confession must be ratified by the judge or the fiscal. D. Confession must be ratified by the judge or the fiscal.
89.
Statement number 1. Confession is a voluntary statement, either oral or written, made by a person charged with the commission of a crime which he admits participation in or commission of the criminal act. It cannot be implied. It should be direct and positive acknowledgement of guilt. Statement number to admission is a statement by the accused regarding facts pertinent to the crime. It tends, in connection with the proof of other facts, to prove the suspect's guilt. It can be implied. Statements number 1 and 2 are both true.
90.
In this process, written confession of the accused is used as a script in describing events of the crime. This strengthens the prosecutor's case and serves to convince the judge that the accused was not maltreated nor affected by sinister psychological influence. Mental reconstruction. B. Reconstruction. C. Crime reenactment. D. Physical reconstruction. C. Crime reenactment.
91.
An act or declaration made in the presence and within the hearing or observation of a party who does or says nothing, when the act or declaration naturally calls for action if comment is not true. A. Admission by silence. B. Admission. C. Res inter alios acta. D. Negative pregnant. A. Admission by silence.
92.
Which of the following is not an element of corpus delicti? A. Proof of the occurrence of certain event. B. Person's criminal responsibility for the acts. C. Additional evidence of a different character to the same point. D. Proper chain of custody. C. Additional evidence of a different character to the same point.
93.
After apprising him of his rights under Republic Act 7438, Pepe, who was invited and interrogated for the crime of murder, executed an extrajudicial confession acknowledging his guilt to the crime charged. What is the effect of such confession to his case? A. It can be used as evidence against him. B. He will be convicted for the crime of murder. C. He waived his rights to prove his innocence. D. His case will prosper. A. It can be used as evidence against him.
94.
Coerced and uncounseled statements are considered involuntary or forced confession, which are usually an A. Judicial. B. Prosecutorial. C. Extrajudicial. D. Admission. C. Extrajudicial.
95.
One of the stages of criminal investigation is the identification of criminals, which can be done in any or a combination of the following, except A. By confession or admission by the criminal, B. By corpus delicti, C. By circumstantial evidence, D. By eyewitness. B. By corpus delicti.
96.
What specific offense has been committed? Who committed it? When it was committed? Where it was committed? Why it was committed? And how it was committed? These are called underscore of criminal investigation. A. Cardinal points. B. Golden rule. C. 3 eyes. D. Bridges burn. Cardinal points.
97.
Which phase of criminal investigation that the investigator apprised the person of his right under Republic Act 7438? A. During the identification of criminal offender. B. During the arrest, detention and interrogation of the offender. C. During the gathering of evidence to prove the guilt of criminal offender. D. During police lineup. During the arrest, detention and interrogation of the offender.
98.
Through this tool of criminal investigation, tangible things may be used to detect crimes, identify the criminals, facilitate, and assist the investigator in its task in achieving the objectives of criminal investigation. A. Information. B. Instrumentation. C. Criminalistics. D. Interview, interrogation. B. Instrumentation.
99.
Which of the following is not one of the form of information the investigator obtained from regular, cultivated, or grapevine sources? A. Sensory. B. Concrete. C. Written. D. Physical forms. B. Concrete.
100.
After identifying, collecting, and preserving information gathered about the crime, the investigator shall underscore such information to determine whether it can stand prosecution and trial. A. Recognize. B. Preserve. C. Collect. D. Evaluate. D. Evaluate.
Comment your score.
Study smarter, not harder. Subscribe for more.